Yeah, so let's discuss on HTTP verbs and routing. So what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and create one controller. Click controller. I'm adding a controller here. So I'll add a empty controller for now. So controller name, I'll just put books because we're creating bookstore, right? So list of books. Add. Let's see. So controller added. So make sure that whenever you are adding controller, right, so you have to add controller like this. Okay, it will automatically save here. Okay, this way generally we have to add the controllers. Okay, so let's understand what is HTTP verbs. Okay, and then we will decorate with the our HTTP verbs like HTTP post, put, get, and patch. So we have all verbs, right? We can use that. So so what is HTTP? So HTTP is a standard that defines the communication between server and client, and it's a stateless protocol. Means the server does not store any information about the client between the request, and it's the most popular protocol in use today. Okay, so how does this HTTP relate to web? So often I think if you see here, right, like we have world wide web, www, with HTTP. So but they're different things altogether. So so like let's say HTTP, no, www is a traffic on the road, whereas HTTP is a highway itself. Okay, it's a simple example. I don't want to dig more into this because we have to complete all the concepts now. So what are HTTP verbs? We have like get, put, post, delete. Okay, so HTTP verbs generally verb in English are action words. Okay, it's the same in HTTP too. Okay, HTTP verbs also refer as HTTP methods or request methods that define communication standards between a server and client. They determine a server's response based on the request. Like there are around eight HTTP methods for HTTP version 1.1: get, post, put, delete, options, head, trace, and connect. So they're all, but more like we frequently use only some verbs, so that we are going to discuss now. So, what is get? Sorry, I'm not showing any PPT, right? Let me. Okay, what is get? Get retrieves resources from the server. So the get method, retrieves resource from the server. So you're making a get request when you're entering URL in your browser. So let's say uh, if you go to our application, right? So when I run this, so this is HTTP get. Let me go to the URL. Where is that URL? Why it is taking long time? Okay. Meanwhile, let me give a description on this. So when the request only retrieves data from resource, they have no side effects. In that case, they create nothing, makes no updates, and delete nothing. It makes them safe. And so if you see here, right? If you see here, this is a get request. So when I click on this get, you will see. Let me try out and execute. So this is our get request. So if you see our method, right, action method, HTTP get. Okay. So here generally first it will go to HTTPS and localhost. So in case if you have any no, port, you can use here slash and API slash and controller. Okay, what is the controller here? Weather forecast is a controller. So here we have a controller. That's all. Okay. So whenever you call, so if you see your get request right in this format only. So we have a HTTP, localhost, port, and controller. So this is the format generally we use for get request. Okay. So same way we have post. So post we only use for you only use to create a new resource. Okay. And let me go to PPT. Okay. Yeah. Post sends the data to the server to create a new resource. And put, it sends data to the server to update a resource. And we have patch. Patch updates a small portion of the resource. So, so patch updates, people refer put to patch in the real world, but patch important cannot be understood. For example, I did not tell you that if you create a, if you update a resource using put method and don't set all the fields, so you risk losing data in the fields. So in the field, like when you left blank, patches fixes this as it only updates specific portion stated in the request body. Okay, so patches request doesn't always guarantee the same state, so it's not a uh, you know in simple terms it could affect changes at different portion of the exact URL resource. Okay, so and delete. So delete means again it will delete a resource. Okay, so if you go to our application, right, let me go to our application. So this concept is routing. So this concept, if I, yeah, this concept is routing. So, so we are first giving API and then we are giving a controller. So this is a routing. So let me do one thing. I have a bookstore, right? So what I'll do, same way I'll implement here for our class. Let me right here. So first thing what we have to do is we have to decorate with the route attribute, route API slash controller. Okay, and then the next attribute we have to decorate with the API controller. Okay, that's all. So if you go to our here, right, we need get all books, get all books. So I'll use HTTP verb get simple. Okay, now let me go and add some books here. So I'll take string array books data equal to new string of, so C Sharp .NET book and .NET Core and ASP.NET MVC. So just add like this and click on sorry, save. So we have to use this data in okay save. Okay, now what I'll do, so I'll go ahead and if you see my URL, right, it will be like https colon slash slash local host slash API slash. So what is our controller here? Books. Let's see. So whether it will work or not. Okay, we have a port number, right? I don't know which port number we are using. So let me go to Swagger. So yeah, I'll refresh this one. Did I save? Save all. Let me restart. Where is the Swagger? Yeah. So let me refresh. I'm not getting get method, right? I'll close this and I'll rerun. So here, what we are missing? Yeah, got it. So we have a get, tryout, execute. See, we got these three books, and this is our URL, as I told you, right? API and controller. Okay. Okay, that's all for this session. And in the next session, we will go ahead and create our models, and we'll use entity framework, and we'll do code first approach. Okay. Okay. Thank you for now.